on, guys? Roger here with QVO Tactical. Today we are checking out the Fowler Vanta 9. Alright guys, something a little new for you here on the channel. Moving forward, we're going to be doing most of the review portion out here on the range, including the speaking portions like this. That is just going to help us better with the editing process and getting more videos out to you guys here on the channel. With that being said, I still want to go over how we go about getting products here on the channel. This belongs to our buddy Brian Alonzo here in Vegas. He let us borrow it for this video. So Brian, thank you. I appreciate it, man. This is a gun that I have been wanting to shoot for quite some time. You guys all know I'm a big fan of the double stack 1911 or 2011 platform. Previous to all of this intro and this portion right here, we did record our first rounds to the gun, so here's that footage now. All right guys, getting our first rounds out of the Fowler Vanta 9. You guys are always giving me crap about not shooting some 115, so today we are using MagTech 115, and I'm just going to shoot my initial first rounds. 10 to 15 rounds, just get my first thoughts. Here we go. So just dry firing and stuff, I really dig the weight. Everything, like, this is a very tight tolerance gun. Like, there's no wiggle whatsoever in anything, which is great. It feels like a very solid, well-made double stack 1911. I have wanted to shoot this for a while. Let's go look at these hits real quick. So coming up over here, I mean, this was the majority of the shooting, and then towards the end I brought it up a little bit, but I mean, that thing, I'm pretty sure, we borrowed this gun from my buddy Brian, so I'm pretty sure he dialed in the optic before he let us borrow it. But I'm gonna have Landon hop up now and see what he thinks. All right, Landon, first shots, go for it, bud.
With the Vanta 9. Well, you know, they say the gun doesn't make you a better shooter, but I feel like they need to shoot something like this and then they'll understand what I'm talking about. Because that was just easy. I can go as fast as I want. The trigger's just like a button, so there's no like hinging going on. And all those hits are just doing all that. Dude, I can't wait for the rest of the video. This is gonna be pretty fun.
All right guys, next up, you know we have to run our favorite drill, the bill drill. 7 yards out, shooting some paper, and I'm gonna run my QVO secondary OWB holster and see how I do. Here we go, stand by. .212, best split was or splits were, sorry, 19, 18, 18, and again, total time, 212, and it looks like I threw one up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Still in the alpha, but it's behind the target, so we definitely want to clean that up and get it here. .197, so there is our sub 2, but my first shot, I saw it super low in the Charlie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if I can clean that up again. .192, first shot was a 102, and we are sitting, oop, almost ate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all in the high A zone where we want it, up in the chest. Sub 2 second, 192. I'll take it all day long. Fowler Vanta 9. Landon, you are up, my friend.
Look at that. So
how many rounds did we just count?
So we counted 6, but not rhythm. So now I got to tell myself maintain.
So what was your time for 7 rounds?
7 rounds.
It was actually more like a set of 3 and a set of 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 317 to 7 shots, and we got a great group on the left corner here, because that's what we call panic. So I don't know if people at home are gonna understand. Oh yeah. People back home on your couch or wherever you might be, that's what panic looks like when the draw is not going good and you just start sending rounds, that's what's gonna happen. So we're gonna clean it up on the next one. Oh Lord, 218. Let's see the hits.
Them splits though, look through those.
Best split 1.6.
No, just keep hitting left and right. This one's different than the other timer. It'll show you different ones.
1.4, 1.6, 1.4. About 1.4 is going to be the best split.
Nice.
I think anything faster than me just bumping the gun in my hand. So those were actually controlled where I wanted them to go. Except for that guy. We're not going to worry about that guy though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to assume 6 is somewhere in here. What would you say?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is on the right.
5.
All right, I can see a double right here. See?
Oh. All right, 6 shots are on paper. Thank goodness, because the first one was horrendous. But we're gonna clean it up. All right. Total time of 2:02.
2:02.
1.4, 1.6, and 1.4. How'd we do? Let's count them up. Okay, thank God. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Up top.
Oh, 5. Starting to get messy in here. Oh, 6.
There you go.
So you got 6 in a vertical line. I'm assuming on the tactical side that's what you want to see. Competition-wise, I am still within the alpha box, which is where you want to be, which is pretty easy with a gun like this.
All right, guys, while out on the range, just want to give you guys a little up close and personal look at the trigger here. Very little take up. I'm really digging that. And then the trigger has a very nice light break. The reset. Not the shortest, but definitely not the longest. It's very quick to get there. Yeah, right there. Follow-up shots, let's see. Very easy to get there, very easy to reset. So, I mean, as far as like double stack 1911, 2011 trigger goes, it's right up there with some of the higher end ones. I like the weight to it. It's not something that's overly light that I wouldn't carry. It's kind of just in that nice sweet spot. It's got just enough weight to make it to where I feel confident and comfortable with, you know, defensive carrying it. Like I'm not gonna end up putting rounds where I don't want them to be, meaning like my XC trigger is super, super light. So this feels more of a, I guess for lack of a better word, duty grade trigger. But it is light enough to where you can get super fast shots like. At the same time, you'll know if, hey, I'm at that wall, if I go a little further, it's gonna break, or if you need to come off. All right, guys, before we hop off the range, I want to just see how this thing does with the accuracy at distance. We're only at 25 yards right now. We'll probably see if we can take it back to like 75, 100. Not that you would ever be taking that shot with this handgun. But 25 yards out, we did notice when I was shooting the footage of the through the optic, he noticed it too when he was doing the headshot stuff. The optic, or sorry, slightly to the left. So we're having to hold a little right. So as we get further distance, we'll probably have to hold even further. But 25 yards out, shooting 8-inch mini A-zone steel. I aimed at the top right shoulder, no problems hitting right there. Nice. Go ahead and holster up.
Back it up.
Yep, cool.
50. Let's see. Huh. Am I going over the top?
Where'd you hold?
I held left.
Left?
Lower left.
Lower left? So it's hitting right now?
For me, we'll see what happens.
Turn this dot down just a little bit.
It was going high though.
I am low right, hit second shot. We'll go back to 100. Brian, I'm gonna recheck and confirm your 0 after this, Brian. I'm gonna 0 to 10 yards for you. All right, back now at 75. We're both noticing that the gun is shooting high left. So again, Brian, I'll re-zero your optic here in a second, but I'm gonna aim low right and see if we can hit this little 8-inch steel from 75.
Hit.
Boom.
Where are you holding?
Low right.
Low right?
Yeah, just at the low right corner of the target.
All right. Oh!
There you go.
Walk away.
Here,
Break
holster up, walk away, boom.
Cut.
So, guys, I mean, obviously we want the optic to be zeroed. It was zeroed enough for what we're doing. We're only shooting before, like...
75 is far.
75 is far, don't get me wrong. I mean, you're still at your shot, but I'm saying for the stuff we were doing earlier, we weren't noticing that much shift because we were only shooting within 15 yards.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop on with our bench rest, zero it properly at 10 yards to show you guys. We also have a full video on that. Definitely check that out, how we zero our handgun optics. But overall, man, I mean...
It'll get it done, but you have exceptionally small steel targets. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I like A-zone steel targets, so. All right, so just shot my first bench rested group. Landon, the left might be us. I only got one left here, but everything else is high. So I mean, that's a 5 or 6 shot group, and that's super tight. So it needs to come down about 1.5 inches. So I'll make the adjustments there, and then we should be dialed in. Let's go see where those 3 rounds went. So I only moved it 6 clicks, and it only took me to here. So I'll probably need to come down another like 8. As our buddy John would say, now we're cooking with gas. All right, Brian, you are good and zeroed now. Don't worry about that little guy. All right, guys, finishing up out here on the range. One thing I do want to keep consistent with our videos moving forward, though, I still want to hop back in studio to give you guys the specs overview for those of you guys that are interested in the specs. So for that, we are going to hop in studio and go over the Vanta 9 from Fowler Industries. All right, guys, here are the specs of the Fowler Vanta 9. We are looking at a hammer-fired, single-action-only, semi-automatic handgun. The gun is a full metal platform utilizing an aluminum grip module with golf ball-style dimpling. The slide is a tri-top hybrid profile with front and rear cocking serrations in addition to front and rear micro serrations. The slide is hand-fit to the frame interface, and the weapon platform uses a proprietary optic cut with an integrated lower 1/3 co-witness rear sight. They're using a Barstow Precision match grade hand-fit bull barrel, which is 5 inches in length, making it a government model. There is a double undercut trigger guard and a hand-blended grip safety that is pinned for your pleasure. The gun also features an accessory light rail and a steel removable mag well, and a very nice flat face profile trigger. The gun ships with one 17-round magazine and comes with a lifetime transferable warranty, all for around $4,500. Now, in regards to holster fitment, we have found that it does work really well with our 5-inch 2011 holster made by us here at QVO Tactical. This is what we were using out on the range. It is our secondary OWB model, which can be found on our website, qvotactical.com. The holster features multiple points of adjustable retention and can be purchased for use with or without a weapon light. In addition to that, we also found that it does work with the new Safariland 5-inch Staccato ALS holster, so if you are in the market for something with active retention, that would be the route to go. All right, guys, before we hop off the range, I want to give you our final thoughts on the Vanta 9 from Fowler Industries. We got about 400 rounds to the gun out here. I'll have Landon go first. I know that you like to
handle these bad boys. So no surprise, gun like this, super tight fitting, really accurate. I mean, all the shots that went left, apparently after we confirmed zero, that was just me throwing shots left, putting too much input on the gun.
It was shooting high, though.
Yeah, it was.
We were 1.5 inches high at 10 yards, so 75 yards. Who knows what that is?
Praying it was off because I was missing like crazy at 50 or whatever it was. But no, super easy gun to shoot. I know the price tag's high. A lot of these 2011s are going to be up there. This year is the year of the 2011. There's so many different ones coming out. Fowler would definitely be one of the top picks. I mean,
they came out with this, I want to say, a year or 2 years ago. I can't remember exactly, but it's been out for a minute.
Yeah, I'm definitely behind on the 2011 scene. There's just so many names I don't know, but this is definitely one of those. I mean, you're already getting a pinned grip safety on the back end. I know a lot of people end up getting that done aftermarket. It's already got a metal grip. It's just smooth. Like, if you ever get a chance to shoot one, you'll see what I mean.
Okay. All right, guys, so my final thoughts on this setup. I'm really digging it. This, to me, is kind of a sleeper in the whole 1911 double stack 2011 world. I have wanted to shoot this one for a while. Everything on it is very purposeful, in my opinion. Like, they did everything from, you have your front serrations here, but then in addition to that, some people grab higher, closer to the where the muzzle starts to flare over, and they even put serrations there. The front and rear do match up nicely, as well as these extra ones on the furthest most point forward and back and rearward. Something else I like, their optic plate. Like, that rear sight is like, you can maybe fit a piece of paper between it. It is very little space left between the rear sight and that optic. I'll roll in some B-roll here of us shooting with the camera behind the optic so you can see exactly what I'm saying. The reason I like that, I don't even notice that rear iron when I was using the Acro.
Never.
And a lot of people have complained with the Acro P2. It's a very robust optic, but the housing is very thick all around. I didn't even notice the rear sight in the way whatsoever, and I was really easy to pick up the target transitions, getting on target quickly from the draw. Everything was very easy to do there. The trigger feels really good to me. I like when they make a trigger in that happy sweet spot of, I guess the way that I describe it, it's like it's between duty and competition.
Absolutely.
Like, I would have no problems carrying this concealed or for defensive purposes, OWB on duty, something like that. The magwell is great. I like the golf ball dimpling for the metal grip. I have started to like the pinned beaver tail, although I don't notice it on other guns. I do like the straight trigger. It just makes it very simple to pull back. It's very similar to like pushing a pen. And yeah, the gun performed great. No malfunctions, 400 rounds. I will say this, Brian, I don't think that you've shot this a lot. The tolerances were super, super tight when we got it. Now, after about 400 rounds, it feels not loose whatsoever. It just feels like the break-in period. For you guys that have shot 1911s and 2011s for a long time, you might remember back in the day, when you bought a 1911, there would be like a 500 to 1,000 round break-in period. And so I feel like we just hit that sweet spot because everything right now on this thing just feels like glass. So I'm really digging it. I'm not sure on all the specs and price points and stuff like that. In the video before this, before we gave our final thoughts, I'm sure I hopped in the studio and went over all the specs and the price point and everything. But I mean, I'm liking it. It's shot very, very well, and I mean, not ported. And I'm not saying that, you know, ported guns shoot better than not ported, but I think they do. I like, you guys know here on the channel, I like to port everything. So I'm very curious to see how this would do if we ported it, and talking with Brian and our buddy Vinny, we might make that happen. So let me know down below if you'd like to see a video on us doing maybe a monsoon, the Genghis comp, the old school chunk port, or the Lucky 7s that he has. If that's something you want to see, let us know down below. But other than that, guys, we appreciate you checking out the video. Let me know what you think about the new format. This is how I want to move forward doing videos because, again, the editing process is much quicker, and if it's more efficient, then we're able to get you guys more content. I'd rather put out, you know, 2 to 3 videos a week than 1 every weekend. But we do appreciate the support. Brian, thanks for letting us borrow this. Be sure to like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff down below, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. All right, something for our blooper reel, but not really a blooper. Jade, will you grab the wrapped present, please? We brought your Christmas gifts, Landon.
You got me a Christmas present?
Well, we got you a couple. Here's number 1.
On camera?
On camera.
All right, let's see. Whoever wrapped this, by the way, 10 stars.
You're welcome.
Jade.
Oh wait, you wrapped that one?
Timer. SG shot timer.
Yeah, dude, you're training. Do you even have a timer? Because I never see you with one.
I got a timer, but it's been through some abuse, and dude, no way.
Well, now you have your own SG shot timer go.
Dude, you're gonna have to show me how to use this, but dude, this is some high-tech stuff. Thank you, man.
You're welcome, dude. You're shooting all these matches. Now you can also connect that one to your phone and get the app and do the whole thing that we do.
All that?
Yep.
I know, I've been really impressed with your SG shot timer, so man, thank you. This is crazy.
Present number 2. There's no wrapping job on this one, so I did the wrapping job.
I don't see how you guys can top this.
Which is it?
You got a backseat full of presents?
Yep.
You're fucking joking.
You have to have an actual like competition belt when you shoot matches, dog. No more of that jerry rig stuff.
I know, I've had some comments about my belt setup at the matches.
So
I shoot good, but dude, the print.
You have a Ronin Tactics multicam black belt, it will fit you because I had Gil test fit it because you guys are the same size. And then you'll have 3 angled AIO carriers, so if you end up switching to a different gun, these will still work with double stack 9 or 40. And then we did since you're from Hawaii, we did your Aloha black pattern there, and they did some red kydex in it.
With the red kydex.
For your M&P metal.
M&P metal competitor. Dude, I can't thank you enough. Jesus.
Merry Christmas, dog.
Best Christmas ever. Thanks, 2VO. Thanks, Roger. Thank you. This is crazy. Thank you, guys.